make it, and we invent it. But you come try destroy it. You come and abuse it, make them start accuse it. After we make it, we invent it. You same one abuse it. Start accuse it.
So it's got lyrics.
Bring the fire, come make we Bring the fire, come make we sun it. The fire will purge it. The fire will cleanse it. Yeah. This is achieved.
The social situation, especially in the U.S. right now, because I'm hooked up with the U.S. and closer to that territory. So everything I get mostly has to do with the U.S. and whatever. So I've been looking at I'm putting this on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know much about either one, so I've been studying all the people on YouTube. Whatever comes up, I study it, see what they're doing and stuff. I see a lot of brothers on there. It's a lot of sisters on there. It's a lot of people, man. It's a lot of information. It's a lot of thoughts. It's a lot. And just for me, I'm simple, real simple. I got one trick pony, period. I figure it only take one trick to do this thing that we've been looking all over the world. People been hustling up and down the street. People talking about get guns, get arms, get this, get organized, get everything. La-dee-da. Most of that stuff is for, like, anyway, adult people. And then when I look at the statistics, most of the people on the earth are under 25. So why are we directing all our attention to a bunch of old people? I don't know, but my attention myself is to everyone that has a heartbeat and melanin in their skin. I'm talking to you. It don't matter your age. You could be a baby, infant, can't even understand what I am saying on a mental level. I don't care what you studied or how great you are or whatever. You could be I don't care if you're a drug addict, a peanut butter sandwich or nothing, man. None of that matters. I don't care what you believe in, who you believe, what you believe, how old you are, your sex orientation, doggone flat earth, round earth. None of that stuff matters to what I'm about to tell you, which is the answer to our question. Our question is how to free our people. If that's not your question, you're on the wrong page. I don't know what page you are, right? But that's the page I'm on. It's a one trick. There ain't no lot of tricks. We don't need no 18 people with 85 million commercials and, committees and, all that stuff gonna happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying that's not necessary for us to move forward. We don't have to study a bunch of books. We don't have to even learn how to read. All you have to do is one thing, and everybody can do it. And that simple one thing is speak the truth all the time to yourself and anyone else. It doesn't really matter. Just, hey, that be you, the truth. Once we connect with the truth on a mass level, we have once again reconnected with nature on a mass level. Nature will take care of the rest. We don't even have to try to figure out what's going to happen next or nothing. Just tell the truth, speak the truth, and keep it moving. Always. We have to change our whole, as a people, we have to change our position in the world. Our position in the world right now is not very credible. So in order to build our credulity, we have to speak truth on a regular basis till we build up a reputation of truth. Where people, when they see you, they expect you to speak the truth. Right now, we're in the inversion of that, right? So what we have to do, if we're going to do anything, is simply do that. I always recommend right away. People be mad at me about this, and I don't really care. But if you see me, you see my skin is brown. The moment I call myself black, I'm just lying. And we lie all the time. We lie in movies, books, television to our children as a black man. I'm just saying, man. Hey, if you want to do this thing, do this thing. Be truth. If you want to be some kind of, hanging out with this guys or this guys, go along, get along, then keep with the lie, man. I ain't tripping. That's just how long it's going to take until the last man, woman, child speaks truth. This one right here, because I'm writing things down, ideas and stuff. And I've been at this culture thing, because they used to say, you're a cultural revolutionary or something like that. They used to call us names, One very noble names they refer to us as. They say, you got to get in the street, fight the cracker with a gun, all that stuff. And my thing has always been cultural. So then, in this cultural affair, I've noticed that now, especially now, because I'm just looking again, people are attempting to sell culture. No real nigga sells culture. Can that? Look at all the Malcolm X stuff, what they call them, speeches and stuff. Malcolm X wasn't selling that information. Look at Marcus Garvey. He wasn't selling that info. Look at these I'm talking about real niggas now. I ain't talking about these niggas today talking about, pay me $25 for a debate. I ain't talking about that kind of crap they doing now. Because they mostly ain't no culture, and all they doing is repeating over some crap they read in a book. A boy just told me the other day that he stands, today in 2022, he stands by the version of the Book of the Dead, they call it, or coming in forth, and it don't really matter to me, but he stands by the version written by Budge. Budge tells you he ain't gonna give you the real thing in the beginning of the book, before, how they put the forward or the introduction and stuff. Budge tell you right there, I ain't telling y'all what's in this book. I'm a Christian, he says to him, of himself. He's a Christian, and he's gonna give everything that he got out of it, whatever he looked at, because that's all it is. People look at stuff, and then they write down their interpretation of it. Is what he was saying, his interpretation must be from a Christian background. So if he sees anything that implies from his Christian background, this way, that way, whatever, that's what he's putting in that book. Now, I know for sure a little brother just did that book. Everybody know the Metaneta, the Metaneta guy. Yeah, Metaneta 1 and 2. I haven't seen any books better than them guys. That dude deep. I don't know how y'all just act like y'all don't know him. I don't even hear nothing about him no more. Like he didn't even exist. I'm like, whoa, y'all got rid of him? Ra'un Nefer Amin, I think his name. That dude, I don't know who took over or take over where he's at, but you could turn me, I'll go check him. Ra'un Nefer Amin, the Metaneta 1 and 2. Read them. I don't agree with everything he says in them. I want you to know that right away, but the man got deep. And a few people get deep like that. Few, I say few, but there are some, of course. I just saw another guy that's well-known, Professor Small. Professor Small, he just, every time he does something on voodoo, good work. Whatever he presents it well, I could see what he's saying. We don't always agree once again. But hey, he's the best one that I see out there that's doing that kind of work on that. It's historical stuff, who cares? But the work that he explanations and the definitions and stuff that he does on voodoo only now. Voodoo. That I agree, yes. So I'm saying to you, what does things say? Oh man, this is so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share it everywhere. Anything you can share it on. Anything of mine, please share it out like it's yours, or whatever you want to do with it. Take snips, cut it, don't cut it up. But keep it together. But yeah, man. Send it everywhere. Study it. Discuss it. Because what I'm doing is explaining the concept of truth in all its angles. Like every point has 360 degrees. So we're doing, we're doing so many videos based upon that truth, right? And this, right now we're going to talk about entertainers, yeah? We get a lot of confusion and we think entertainers are leaders, right? And we must understand that they're entertainers. They have an audience that's ready to watch them because of their entertainments. You know, whatever entertainment they do, like if they're sports entertainment, or they sing, dance, you know, tell jokes. Those are all entertainers. You know, the guy on TV with a TV show. Oh, the preachers and the imams, and you know them religious entertainers. That's all entertainment. So I'm just talking about the full scope of pimps. Did I mention pimps? Pimps are entertainers too. That's why they pimp the people, into the women mostly, into bringing them the money. It's the entertainment, you see. So the thing is, though, they entertain the woman's fragility. So you were saying, well, how is that an entertainment? They entertain the woman's fragility. So now the entertainers, we are starting to take them as leaders. The preachers and stuff like that, like King. King wasn't no leader. Martin Luther, he was a preacher. His father was a preacher, come from a long line of preachers. Not even a long line, maybe 2 or 3. Not really a long line of preachers, but he probably did something before that, you know, in his family and all. Not saying that. And then even Malcolm X was not a leader. I hope y'all understand Malcolm X was not a leader. The moment he became a leader, he was assassinated. The moment he tried his step, to become a leader, he was assassinated. Malcolm X was a follower of the Honorable, he'll tell you himself, Elijah Muhammad. He wasn't no leader. So when people start talking about these leaders and stuff, they're entertainers. Malcolm X would give speeches. That's an entertainment. Or orator. Look it up. It's entertainment. Orators are entertainment. That's why they talk for so long. And you know, all them different things that do rhetoric terms and how to, you know. But Malcolm was a pimp. He was a pimp. You just use that same, that's what the pulpit is a pimp pit. It's a pimp pit. Anyway, because the Pope is a pimp. Look at him, he's a pimp. He ride around in the Pope mobile. He's a pimp. Look at what's in front of you and stop tripping. That's why I say throw everything out. Because these are people, the people that you're looking to for leadership, which you don't need. The last thing, from what I could see, that is needed is a leader. As soon as you get a leader, what happens? He gets assassinated. Then what do? You scramble around uncoordinated for a while, and then you try to build up another leader. And as soon as you get another leader, he gets assassinated. Get the fuck? I mean, come on, people. Think for more than 10 seconds. Try. You'll probably only get 5, but try for 10. I want to encourage you. So, those are entertainers. When they run up on something, or your friend run up on the same thing, your friend complain about it to only your ear. But when an entertainer run up on the same thing, they complain about it to more ears. But check it, they're still complaining. There's an implication inside of the word complaining. Let me explain that to you. In this fashion, If you, when let's say you, a person is getting hit every day, they just some guy just started, he walks up to a person and slaps him upside the face, and that person just looks at him and walks away. All right, they didn't complain or nothing. Just look at him and walk away. The next day, he just walk up on him and slap him, and that person just looks at him and walk away and don't complain. The third day he see that person, he ain't gonna slap him. You complain, he'll keep slapping you till you just complaining, you whining. That's what complaining means. You don't complain, man. We grown people, we grown men especially. We grown men. Don't complain. About what? Something another so-called man is doing? No, man. Grown men don't complain. Grown men handle their business. That's the answer. You complaining, as soon as you see somebody complaining, whatever they complaining, there you go. I can't see my children. They won't let me. They say, hey, quit whining like a little whine thing. You understand? That's what that is. That's whining. That ain't manly. Ain't nothing manly about it. Grown men don't complain. It's implied in the thing itself. If you're complaining, that means you're subservient to whomever you're complaining to. You see what I'm saying? You're subservient to whoever you're complaining to. I don't like the way you're treating me. Grown men are not treating. Grown men behave. No one can treat me unless I allow them that privilege. They can only behave. Behave like they're going to do this, behave like they're going to do this, threaten me with that, that's all they think, that's all their behavior. They're not treating me. Grown men don't play that. Children and women are treated. Grown men behave. Following entertainers, like I see some entertainers, they're thoughtful. I ain't talking about that. I'm not saying, okay, a lot of them are thoughtful. Singers, dancers, football players, they are thoughtful. And my friend over there that do what he do, he's thoughtful too. They're all thoughtful, but they ain't leaders. They're just in a position and then they run into a condition, but because they're in a position of attention, they get attention. Check and see if they get what is called gratification for their complaint. Understand that that one football player, he still ain't been playing football. I don't know how he makes money and all that kind of stuff anymore. They just got rid of him, because he complained. And then all them guys, they said he complained, they could just get rid of him. So they're complaining to the, you see what I mean? They're superior. They're not grown men, they're minors. They have a superior who walks on 2 feet. Yeah. How you pull that off? Imagine that. These is all entertainments and entertainers, not leaders. You're getting it twisted, and you're twisting your children, their minds, and their social structure, which really has not much to do with actual life, except to keep you busy. Like as in a matrix, while they rip you off for all your power. 5 days a week, they take you for your work power. On the weekends and at nights, they take you for your interest power. And everything that you buy, you get it from them. So you work, you get the $50. I'm just saying $50, I ain't got time for this. Let's say you get 100, okay. So 50% raise. You get $100 at the end of the week for working the whole week. Yeah, and preparing at night to get back to work and paying for your all that stuff you got to do. And you get your $100, whatever that is, you get. But you got to pay for your own transportation. You got to pay for you're paying for your own enslavement. You got to pay for your own house, your own this and the own your rent and all that stuff out of this $100. Whatever it is, percentage wise. That's why I say $100, so we can go percentage wise. Okay, fine. For 5 days a week, and then you spend the next 2 days and the nights, and sometimes while you even on the work job, spending that $100 till by the next time you're supposed to get paid, you're broke, not broke, you're empty, your thing is empty again, and you have to replenish it with the next $100. Even when you invest in all that stuff, like they be talking about, oh, well, a white person's wealth is 69 whatever percent more than I think 69 times what a black person's wealth is financial. They're still in the same rigmarole. They think they're out just because they're measuring themselves by somebody else. That's the trick. That's what helps to keep them trying to keep us in suppression. Because as compared to us, see, they're doing better. So whoever they working for, because they working for somebody too. That's why they trying to invest money in the mortgages and talking about it. They working for somebody too. They got a 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 7 to 3:30 as well. So what happens is this: we start following entertainers who they have to report to, they have to do what the thing says. They could talk some stuff about it, just like you go to the job and say, well, I don't like cleaning this particular toilet the way they got it like this. Let's change the doors or something so I can clean the toilet better. But you're still going to clean the toilet. And you see what I mean? Because that's your job. And that's what we are following and calling leaders are entertainers. They have a job. We're following a guy with a job. And even if they say, I ain't got no job, they're hustling. And who are they hustling? They're hustling us. They're milking us just like everybody else is milking us. The Chinese are milking us, the crackers milking us, and these niggas are milking us. And that's their job, to milk us. So we have absolutely nothing. We already got to pay for everything from somebody else. We don't make nothing. How are people going to do that? How are people going to exist as any kind of people, with any kind of and don't make nothing that we can sell to the world? Make something. I don't mean grow, because agriculture is nice. Oh yeah, that's all nice. I say make something. That's where the worth of a person is in the making something. The worth of the ground is in the growing, in the seed, the methodology, but not in the people. The people is in making something. The worth of a people is in making something. Yeah. Not entertaining. Oh, we could dance. Yeah, well, that's nice. I saw a bear dance. Come on. Is that what we're following? That's what... Is that what, you want to be doing? Or you want to be people? People make something. In order for people to be thought of as valuable, they must make something that's valuable.
Responsible for letting in and introducing Bob Marley. But my father sing the first independent song. I never knew my father when I was growing up. All of my other siblings, not siblings, some of my cousins and so, they had even, they met their dad, they had argued conversations with their dad. I never knew my father. And the next thing I wake up to in the hours is with my father. I penetrate me. I wake up in the hours to my father trying to penetrate me sexually.